It's been a couple of days since the release of Bleach's first episode of the 1000-Year Blood War arc anime. Now, while a lot of us fans in the United States and in certain other countries have been able to enjoy Bleach legally, there have been some fans from specific countries internationally who have had no choice but to illegally download or illegally watch the episode. Now, this whole topic of the 1000-Year Blood War arc anime being blocked in certain countries stems from this first post that Viz Media had made about Bleach's final arc streaming on Hulu on the 10th of October. So the post says that the wait is almost over for Bleach fans. On October 10, they'll be able to stream episodes of the 1000-Year Blood War arc anime on Hulu in the US. And now this is the important bit. They've also said, and Disney Plus internationally. And they do preface that availability may vary by country. This bracketed comment about availability varying per country had even made me assume that the 1000-Year Blood War arc anime was not going to be streaming on Disney Plus in the UK. However, right at the end hour at 4:30 p.m, when the episode was literally going to go live on streaming platforms, it had just appeared on Disney Plus without any forewarning. I made a post about it, so Bleach is in fact on Disney Plus in the UK. They waited until the very last minute to reveal this. It would have been nice to have known in advance. Now, this was Viz's responsibility to properly convey to not only the fans within the United States, but to the international fans as well, as to where Bleach was going to be airing. As you can see, most of the marketing that Viz has done has been centered around the United States. They say in this post that the moment that we've been waiting a decade for is close, yet seemingly so far. Stream Bleach 1000-Year Blood War on Hulu at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. I mean, what was stopping them from revealing the other specific times and locations where Bleach was going to be airing in the other countries that were confirmed for streaming? Yet their entire marketing campaign was just centered around the United States. Like the United States is the only country in the world who is interested in watching the 1000-Year Blood War arc. It wasn't until the 3rd of October that Viz had even confirmed whether if Bleach was going to be streaming internationally or if it was going to be having a simulcast outside of Japan. As you can see from this post, the official Twitter account of Viz Media has finally confirmed that the 1000-Year Blood War arc anime will stream on Hulu in the US and Disney Plus for international fans. I did make a video talking about this where I'd expressed my opinion that I think it's unacceptable that they had released this information only 7 days before the anime was going to start airing. It was only a few days prior from this confirmation that the entirety of the original Bleach anime was removed from Crunchyroll without any warning, thus preventing people worldwide from being able to catch up to the series before the 1000-Year Blood War arc begins. Crunchyroll didn't give us a warning, neither did Viz keep the fans updated regarding this. I've said it in previous videos, it's just very poor planning and mismanagement on Crunchyroll's part and on Viz Media's part. The United States, the UK, Canada and New Zealand as well as Australia are not the only places in the world where people have been waiting for Bleach to return. They state that it will be streamed on Hulu in the US and Disney Plus for international fans, but it seems more like it's going to be Disney Plus for international English-speaking fans, since we now learn that the Bleach 1000-Year Blood War arc anime will not be simulcasting in most of, or if not all of Latin America, Europe and Asia. So this post says that after a decade of absence, the Bleach anime has returned to the small screen with the 1000-Year Blood War arc's first episode, releasing on the 10th of October, and fans in the US had watched the first episode on Hulu, while some fans in Asia were able to watch the series on AniOne Asia, and fans in Europe and Latin America are still waiting for Disney Plus to release the episode. Again, I can speak from my own experience. I didn't know that Bleach was going to be on Disney Plus in the UK literally until the very moment that the episodes had dropped onto the platforms. There was no prior warning, there was no landing page in advance for us to see that the new episode was going to be on Disney Plus. At least in Hulu's case, they had a landing page with the trailer on there preparing for the release of the first episode. Disney Plus in the UK had none of that, so I was led to assume that we weren't going to get it. So I'd arranged for a Hulu US account with a VPN well in advance so that I could watch the first episode on the day that it releases legally in some way. And in all honesty, I know that not a lot of people are going to be able to go through all of that effort like I have, and most of the fans who have been waiting for Bleach want to support the release legally from what I've seen. But it's unfortunate that these companies don't keep fans properly informed and actually leave fans with no other option but to pirate the series, when in fact they want to support the series and the animators who worked so hard on it. This article goes on to speak about how Disney Plus has the streaming rights for Bleach's 1000-Year Blood War arc for international fans. However, it seems the term international is only covering about 5 countries, which are the United Kingdom, Ireland, New Zealand, Australia and Canada. So it's a funny use of the term international when it's literally only English-speaking countries. So unfortunately, it seems like Disney Plus will not be simulcasting Bleach for fans who live in Europe, Latin America and some areas of Asia. We've already talked about this on the channel, but in the past, Disney Plus had gained obtain the exclusive streaming rights for summertime rendering, but the episodes ended up being delayed weeks and months from the official Japanese premiere. But Disney Plus had just waited for all the episodes to air and just to upload them onto their platform in one big batch. Many regions had a different release date for summer rendering, and it looks like Bleach's final arc is headed down the same route for fans who don't live in international English-speaking countries. Each region or country has a different release date, it seems, for the episodes. Now, people have been dying for some answers, and they've been asking Disney Plus's support page on Twitter as to what's going on with Bleach's release in other countries. And this is what they've responded with. They really appreciate fans' interest in Disney Plus and their content. Unfortunately, at this time, they would like to inform that Bleach will not be included in the Latin American region. Even before the official release of the Bleach anime, the first episode was actually leaked from Disney Plus, as it says here that the first episode of the 1000 Year Blood War arc was leaked or released one day early, even before the Japanese premiere on TV. It had made its way onto illegal streaming sites, and a lot of people who knew that they were not going to be able to watch the series legally in areas like Asia, Europe, and Latin America had ended up watching the anime because there was going to be no other way to watch it anyway. And as this article says, that fans in those regions will be left with no other choice but to illegally watch the episode. At the end of the article, it does talk about how some fans are speculating that behind the scenes, Disney is actually subbing the episodes in different languages, hence why there is such a delay in the new episodes releasing in different regions. But from this Twitter response about Bleach's release in Latin America, this doesn't seem to be the case, as they have outright said that Bleach will not be included in the Latin American region. It's just one disappointment after another, with these companies just not keeping the fans informed. We got the official streaming platform confirmation of Bleach just 1 week before it was going to air. Crunchyroll had suddenly removed the episodes off their platform without any warning after having hosted the original Bleach anime for over 12 years. And when Bleach was confirmed for Disney Plus for international fans, it had then turned out that it was only going to be releasing in 5 other countries, and they were all English-speaking countries. If you are from Latin America, Asia, or Europe and you're watching this video and you want to support Bleach, the only way that you can do so is to have a Disney Plus account with a VPN. That's if you're really committed to supporting Bleach and the animators who are working on it. Somebody rightly comments here that they don't care about subtitles in their native language. They could just release the episodes in every country with English subtitles, and they could have actually informed fans whether if they were working on subtitles for any particular language. This way, users can decide whether if they want to watch English subtitles or subtitles from their native language. Now, this is somebody who's actually had a response from Disney Plus about the Bleach worldwide release and whether if Europe is going to be included. So in this official response from Disney, it says, "Thank you for patiently waiting. I have carefully checked on my resources and found out that Bleach 1000 Year Blood War has been released in UK, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada, but is not released yet for the rest of the market in Disney Plus Europe." Now, this leads me to believe that it's not going to be simulcasting in Europe, but they may well release it in Disney Plus Europe after the first core of episodes have released. This second response from Disney has them urging fans to follow their social media platforms so that they will know when the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc will be releasing in their specific countries, which leads me to believe that it will come eventually, it's just not going to be simulcasted. I reached out to anybody who doesn't have access to the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc anime to reply to this Twitter post here, and to let me know what country they're living in and their situation with the new Bleach anime. You've got a lot of different responses here from fans in Europe who are unable to watch the series. Some fans can watch it, but with a VPN. This comment, Germany and most of Europe are unable to watch the Bleach anime. You can see that at least Bleach is available in countries like India via the company called Anyone Asia. We spoke about them earlier, but they have the official rights for Bleach in South Asia and Central Asia. Again, a lot of fans who are disappointed from countries like Germany and Latin America. You got some responses for fans in Mexico who are unable to watch the series. Even in Portugal, they don't have access to the 1000 Year Blood War arc on Disney Plus or on Star. Even shockingly, France has no access to the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc anime, and there is a huge fan base of Bleach fans in France. It's just a really unfortunate situation. We've got a fan here from Jamaica. They've got Disney Plus, but it's not available there. I mean, this was literally the same page that I was looking at up until 4:30 PM UK time, where they just magically had the episode appear out of nowhere. It would have been nice to have a landing page, at least to have some forewarning, but I'm grateful that the UK does have the anime. But for most international fans, unfortunately they're not going to be able to simulcast the series. Unlike us, they've all been waiting 10 years for this. There's been no proper communication, and they're left with no other choice but to illegally stream the series. With all of this said, what are your thoughts about the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc anime being blocked in most of the world? If you're from any of the countries that we've spoken about who don't have access to the 1000 Year Blood War arc anime simulcast, then definitely leave a comment under this video. Are you going to illegally stream it or try to support the series via a VPN? I look forward to reading all of your thoughts about this pretty messed up situation. And lastly, thank you for making it to the end of this video, and I can't wait to see you in my next Bleach video.